Subject to deals are illegal. I know people who have went to jail for them. But here's the real truth. Subject to unto itself is not illegal. However, when you do enough of them, in time, you're going to have somebody who gets upset with you. Somebody's going to call you up and they're going to say, hey, listen, you bought my house 5 years ago and I still have a mortgage on it. Why didn't you pay off my mortgage? I'm trying to buy another house and I can't buy another house because I can't get a second mortgage. And you're going to want to tell them, hey, this is what we agreed to. I helped you out when you were in a bad spot and you signed this paperwork. In fact, it's these big giant fonts that said you acknowledge and you knew that the mortgage wasn't going to be paid off and that I was going to be making the payments. And, so there's nothing I can do. I'm just going to keep on making the payments. And you would hope that you do something like that and it all just goes away. And sometimes it will. But every once in a while, there's going to be a person who says, no, this is wrong. I want to buy a house and I can't buy a house now because you haven't paid off my mortgage. Like recently, I just heard somebody contemplating this question and they said that they would write a lease for that person and they would say that the house was being leased so that they could show that to the bank as income and then they would be able to buy another house because they were leasing out their old one. I just want to point out that that is fraud as well because that lease isn't real and now you're committing bank fraud and additional fraud and things like that. But you got to be careful with that one then too. And that's being taught. That's being taught by some people. And that unto itself is enough to put you in jail if you do get investigated for doing subject twos. Because what happens is this, the perception is that what you did was wrong. You took advantage of somebody. When the right people will take a look at this, it doesn't matter that you helped them out at a time when they were in need. You came on in, you stopped the foreclosure, you paid off their back payments, and now their credit is being restored because you've been making the payments on time. That's not the way people will see it. And it's not the way the people I know who did get in trouble for it, they were doing the right things, and then all of a sudden one person got upset. When that one person got upset, they made some phone calls, a district attorney got involved, and the district attorney was going to make an example of the investor. Now, the investors got charged. The investors, one went to jail, one had to pay a tremendous amount of fines. He about lost everything. In both cases, they didn't get charged with doing subject to deals. It's not illegal to do them. But when the perception is there, the DA is going to find something that you did that was illegal. And in both cases, these people were charged with mail fraud. And so what the circumstances were behind all of that, I don't know. But mail fraud and wire fraud are the catch-alls. That if they can't get you for something else, they're going to just charge you with that, which comes with jail time. It's a felony, and they're going to just pin something on you because they don't like what you did. And so if you're doing high volumes with these and you have people who call you and they are upset about things, I want to suggest that you make it a regular business practice to take care of that as quickly as you can, to have backup plans in place to be able to pay off those mortgages and not leave them out there. And again, I'm speaking from real world experiences of people who I know who have gotten in tremendous trouble for doing high volumes of subject to deals, and when the crap hit the fan, they couldn't make it go away. With all that in mind, there's lots of things that are being taught in the real estate investing world that are unethical. If you want a straight answer on how to do things the right way, join me in my group, Flipping Homes for Real Success. I'm passionate about teaching people how to do things ethically and morally, and we'll always do our best to teach you how to do real estate investing the right way, where you can hold your head up high and not have that cringy feeling. Have a blessed day.